I'll be leading our meditation this morning. Invite you all to close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze. Just begin to get in tune with your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just taking a few more deep breaths. This will be a guided meditation this morning. This is called the Pyramid Meditation. So as you continue to breathe, I invite you to let go of whatever it took to get here. Allow yourself to be fully present here and now. Let go of whatever's in this room. I invite you to imagine that there's a pyramid placed right in front of where you're seated. This pyramid has a base of solid gold, strong and shimmering. Above this gold base, there's a layer of red, layer of orange, layer of yellow and green, layer of blue, above that indigo and violet. And at the very tip of this pyramid is pure white light, perhaps the brightest you've ever seen. Just picture this pyramid in its wholeness, its beauty and uniqueness. And picture yourself standing up, walking up close to it. And as you approach this pyramid, you see a door. I invite you to open the door and enter inside. Take a moment examining the inside of this pyramid, noticing the bright white light cascading down upon you, filling the entire space. Remembering to breathe, connected to this present moment. And I invite you to picture taking a seat in the very center inside this pyramid. Just allowing yourself to bask in the warmth, the beauty, and the healing of the light that radiates upon you. I invite you to picture your soul self, your higher self, the version of you that has been present with you through all timelines, all space, every lifetime you may have lived. This version of you is pure love, is pure consciousness, pure intelligence, pure givingness. Allow this version of you to come and take a seat right across from you. This version of you holds the totality of all that you are, all that you have been, all that you shall become. And as you remain seated across from your higher self, your soul self, you open your hands and extend them out. Picture your soul self reaching out loving hands, placing them in yours. Knowing that this version of the self is ever giving. Allow yourself to hold those hands and receive. Maybe it's a message, maybe it's an answer to a question, maybe it's a solution to something you're faced with. Allow it to be given to you. And just take a few moments. Let this energy transfer. Let this love of all that you are to fuse with your physical self, with your human self. Embrace it. Know that if there's something you've been seeking, something you've been searching for, it's already here. Your soul self holds it, ready and willing to offer it to you. This version of self is your source to anything and everything that you could ever need. Already exists in this time and place. Allow the space in this pyramid to be filled with everything that you desire. Perhaps it's the expressions of love that you seek. Perhaps it's the financial abundance you've been patiently waiting for. Perhaps it's the community and friends, the soul family you've been seeking. Allow it all to come to you. Allow yourself to see it as manifest. If you have any questions for your soul self, ask them now. Remember that this space, that this expression of the soul is always available to you. Anytime you feel stuck, anytime you feel confused or longing or needing, You may return to the space for answers, to allow your creative mind to unfold, to allow this space to be filled with all that you seek. Take a moment to appreciate whatever has shown up inside this pyramid for you. Maybe people, maybe an inner feeling or sense within you, maybe a gentle knowingness or wisdom that has been given to you, shown to you. If you feel called, you may invite a loved one into this pyramid space with you. This may be someone still in physical form. This may be someone who has long ago transitioned to another plane. Allow them to enter the space with you. As you remember this bright white light that beams down upon you, see it bathing that loved one in that same light, that same love, and that same knowingness and familiarity. Allow yourself to picture for them anything that they may require, anything that they may seek. It appears to them, it is given to them. Watch them embrace it. Invite them to sit and be present with you. If you have a message for them, share it with them now. If there is energy or karma or history with this being, forgiveness to be had, just allow yourself to let go, to embrace them now exactly as they are, in love, in truth, in spiritual wholeness. And if this person, this being, has anything to share with you, allow yourself to hear it with soft, gentle, loving ears. If you feel called, allow yourself to embrace this person in a hug or a soft touch. Thank them for all that they are. Thank them for their presence. Thank them for their love. Allow them to exit the pyramid. I invite you to embrace your higher self, your soul self. Allow that energy, that wholeness, that love, that totality of all that you are to infuse with you, to become fully one with you. As you stand up, begin to walk towards the door. You know and you understand that this soul self is always one with you, here to offer guidance, to offer love, to offer whatever you could ever need. It is given. It is here now. You may walk through the door of the pyramid. Picture yourself coming back to your seat in this room, connecting with your breath in a conscious manner. If you choose, you may remain in silent meditation for the next few minutes, or if you feel called to, you may begin to open your eyes and come back to the room. Our music will begin here in a few moments. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. My name is Radiant, and I am a grateful joy note. And these are...
And Alice.
Sister V.
Kevin.
And we're here to sing a couple songs with you and get that blood flowing. So if you'll rise on up if you're able.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends.
This beautiful day.
For this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
It's one of those songs you just got to wake up every morning and sing. If you will turn to your neighbor and greet them.
Hey, neighbors.
And if you're at home, hi, neighbor.
Greetings.
Hey, band.
Yeah.
We're on the hug train.
We're a band.
Yeah, Kevin.
Ah.
Let's get on this side.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
We all love
Yeah.
Kevin. All right, so if you'll come back to your seats, we'll sing our second song.
I'm grateful for you guys being here. I already feel better.
Yeah.
Grateful,
Grateful, I am grateful for all that I am, for all that I have. I am grateful, I am grateful.
thankful,
Thankful, thankful, I am thankful. All that I am, all that I have, I am thankful. I am
grateful,
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 grateful. I am grateful for all that I am, for all that I have. I
am grateful.
grateful.
Thank you so much. If you have any devices, we invite you to silence them now, and thank you for coming to celebrate this beautiful Sunday with us.
Okay, and that means I'm just going to lead you into what we do for this service and our gathering. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. Once again, my name is Sister V, and we welcome you here in the building and at home if you're watching from the internet any day of the week. We have a special treat for you today. We have lots of stuff going on, affirmations, music. But first of all, let me enlighten you with one of our global visions, okay? This is from the Centers for Spiritual Living. We envision a world where personal responsibility joins with social conscience in every area of political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing sustainable structures to further emerging global consciousness. And all I have to say is that we, as Science for Mind, Spiritual Living, Centers for Spiritual Living, we envision this global community that is affected by love. And everything is infected by that. I want to just give you a little brief snippet of what this center means to me and how I came to be here. it's been some years ago, and it seems like just yesterday I came in here. I was just like, "Oh, there's a few people here. There was music going on, and the place is full like it is right now." And I was just felt this warmth, and just spirit just gave me a big hug, and people around me just hugged me and accepted me for who I was. And that's why we're here today, to be accepted, to be loved, and to share our love through these principles. And if you continue listening, you'll find out some really good information. We have our practitioner today, Daniel Green. We have Reverend Linda, who's going to be doing who's going to be doing our message today. What if we rise up? That was the question. What if we rise up? It was rise up and dance, but it's now what if we rise up and dance? Right. And before we get started, we want to set the tone for the day. And we're going to have Danu come up and give us a spiritual mind treatment, like a prayer to kind of just flow us into that groovy, being. Okay? And then first we're going to sing We Are One. All right.
We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity we all live in harmony, and peace has come, for we are one. We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come, for we are one.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danu Green. I'm a member of our practitioner team here, and I'm going to give you an offering of an affirmative prayer, or treatment as we call it here. So I invite you all to close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze. Just get in tune with your breath in its natural rhythm. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I will speak this prayer from the I Am presence. And as it hits your ears, know that this I Am is for you. There's one mind, one love, one universal energy and spirit that connects everything in this universe and beyond. I call it Source. This Source is the creative force that created everything out of itself. It is the energy of givingness, the energy of pure potentiality. It is the energy of love and abundance. It is the unmoved mover, the giver of all things. And as a piece of all that is, as a piece of this one great life, I know that I am one with this Source. I am an expression of it. And just as I know this is true for myself, I know this is true for every individual here today. And in the I am that I am, as that presence, I know that abundance is my nature. It is my natural flow of giving and receiving. I know that whatever I seek in the world, I allow myself to embody and become. I allow myself to be the answer to my loved ones' prayers, the answer to the world's prayers. I know and trust that anything that I could ever desire, anything that I could ever need, already exists in the mind of Source. It is already real. And I allow it to unfold. I allow it to reveal itself in my life, in my reality. I allow this love that I am made of, this love that I am created from, to expand, to touch every soul that I meet, to touch every heart, to flow through myself, nourish myself. I know that I have the courage, the strength, and the wisdom to meet anything this life has to give me, any lessons to learn, any new steps to take, any newness for me to become. I know that I am ready, and I say yes. I say yes to fulfilling what I came here to do. I say yes to who I really am inside, and allow it to show through, allow it to reach everyone in this room, everyone in this city, everyone in this state, everyone in this country. Every being on this planet is affected by my love, by my guided action. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so grateful for all that I have. I'm so grateful to know that I am divinely guided and supported in every moment to be the fullest expression of who I came here to be. Knowing the power of my word, I release it into the law of mind. I let it be so, and so it is.
Thank you, Donna. Like I said, we're in for a treat today. I just want to acknowledge that we are meeting on the unceded traditional territory of the Kalipuya peoples, and we're grateful for that. Here at the center, we have a monthly affirmation. This is the last month, last of November. I'll read it for you once, and then if you like to, join me in the second reading. Living in the truth of my oneness with all that is, I experience a flow of abundance of life in and around me. As I prosper, everything around me prospers. I celebrate the infinite as my source and supply. Together, living in the truth of my oneness with all that is, I experience the flow of abundance of life in and around me. As I prosper, everything around me prospers. I celebrate the infinite as my source and supply. Like you said, we're in for a treat today. We have Reverend Linda, who's going to be giving today's message, What If We Rise Up? But before that, we're going to have this special music from our house band. Matt, Mo, Paul, and Marty. I'm not going to say all these last names, too difficult. But give them some love as they give us their musical talents today. Thank you so much.
And now if you'll sit back in your seats, we'll sing our meditation song and go into a short meditation. And you may close your eyes if that feels safe for you, or have a downward gaze. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive.
Right here, right now, I let go and give thanks. As we move into the week of Thanksgiving, as we open to the gifts of this year and the trials of this year, and the grace of this year. We find space in our heart for gratitude. For finding the hidden gift. For finding what love and forgiveness can do. And so right now, I just let go. I quit clinging to what was or might have been. And I open my hand to the good that lies before me. I cannot receive with a clenched fist. And so I let go. I let go. And I breathe. Giving thanks for being able to anchor in the truth of my being, for remembering that I am a spiritual being who signed up to have a human experience. I let go. I let God be God in me. I let good be good in me. I let love live in me. And so it is. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, band. And thank you for being here, whether you're here this morning or whether you're here online or whether you're watching me a week and a half from now on a Thursday afternoon, whatever it might be. Thank you for being here. We have spent the month looking at the concept and the construct of abundance. And I have kind of pointed out that the basic construct of abundance can tend to be taken over too big, and that sufficiency or enough is really a better idea, because if I always have enough, isn't that prosperity? If no matter what I'm doing, I have enough, I have all I need. And so even though I do love Alan Cohen, who spoke at a Selamar one year and spoke about the topic of abundance and actually said, abundance, you know, but, and that's actually how they set it up in our suggested outline is abundance. But anyway, what I'd like us to kind of look at and kind of, because everybody can only look at the level of their capacity. So, and if I say, we have to look at this, that kind of makes people pull back. So let's just kind of look at it. And then if you want to dive deep with it, woohoo, let's do that. But how do we see a future to believe in? Abundance is seeing a future that I can believe in. Seeing a future where I feel valued. Seeing a future where I feel included. Where I feel enough. I don't just have enough. I feel enough. I am enough. I have said over and over and over and over again, and someday I will finally get it myself, and hopefully a few of you will get it as well. But the bottom line is, the stories I tell myself create my life. The stories I say about me, about the people I love, about the places I live, about my government, about everything, those stories create the atmosphere in which I live. And if I would like to see a different atmosphere, I need to clearly and passionately tell different stories. Tell stories that uplift me, tell stories that excite me, tell stories that want me to feel involved. If the stories I tell are filled with lack, I can't do that. I've never been able to do that. I'm no good at that. I tried that before and I'm just awful. Limitation. There's not enough. There never will be enough. There's never been enough. We're always going to struggle. There will always be wars and rumors of wars. If I tell stories like that, if I tell stories of fear, I could never do something like that. That's too big. That's more than I could ever. I'm not good enough. I'm not. If I keep telling those stories, there's a place within me, a beautiful little innocent 3 to 5 year old child who believes that. Who thinks I'm right because I'm the grown-up now. Who thinks it's never going to change. I refuse to do that to my little inner kid anymore. I don't want to tell stories about what I can't do, what can't be, what isn't. I would like to tell stories where I'm holding on to love, where I'm holding on to the capacity to expand my heart so greatly that it can include even people that I don't particularly like, but I can love the principle of who they are. I don't have to like them in order to love them as a creation of the infinite. If I can start telling stories about enoughness, you know what? This isn't much, but it's mine, and I have it, and I love it, and it's good for me, and it's comfortable, and it feels right. It is enough right now. I have a roof over my head. I have a place to sleep. I have food in my tummy. I have enough. And if I don't, I start believing I can. I start believing I can. By visioning on what that would look like. What will that perfect place look like? What will that perfect love feel like? What will that be when I am everything I came here to be? I tell stories about the possibilities without the little going on in the back of my head. That'll never happen. Don't need that anymore. That voice does not serve me. That voice does not help. But it's because of all these things and the little voices and the stories we tell ourselves that it has become so easy to be less. Don't make waves. Don't step out on, don't rock the boat. Don't keep things moving. I am not going to do that anymore There is no such thing as not enough. There's no such thing as not enough money. There's no such thing as not enough time. There's no such thing as not enough talent. There's no such thing as not enough people. There's no such thing as not enough anything. We can take where we are and build something good with it. My grandmother raised 4 kids through the Depression, and my mom and I lived with my grandmother the first 5 years of my life, 6 years of my life, and then every summer till I was 18. So I was privy to watching how she could make something out of nothing all the time. She could re-sew clothes into something new and different. She could take absolutely nothing in the refrigerator and turn it into a full meal. We can do these things. We are capable of doing these things when we have a vision of what is possible and when we believe it is possible. What if I am called to stop being less but to rise up and be more? To be who I came here to be. To be who that 5-year-old kid was always planning to be and wanted to be, who that 9-year-old knew they could be. What if it's time for me now to be who I came here to be, whether I am that 5-year-old kid or whether I'm a 95-year-old kid? I don't care where I lie in any place there. There is still time for me to be who I came here to be. I can't make a new beginning, but I can make a new ending. I can make a new now. I can make something different by deciding that the stories I have told have not been serving me, and I'm telling new stories from this point forward. I'm going to be who I came here to be, not who I got talked into being, not the less than. The thing I love about this teaching, the thing that matters to me most about this teaching, is the whole concept that this is not your mama's God. This is not an old man with a beard and a bad attitude who is sitting up there throwing lightning bolts and being. God is not a being. God is not some guy or gal. God is not. It's an essence. It's an energy. It is an intelligence that moves through everything. You want to see God? Look in the mirror. You want to see God? Look at your neighbor. You want to see God? Look at that tree. You want to see God? Look down at the carpet on the ground or the grass on the lawn. If you want to see God, look up at the beautiful mountains. If you want to see God, look at the clouds in the sky. All of that form together become the world in which that we live, the universe in which we live. It is all God, and I am part of that, and you are part of that, and we are part of that. We sing the song, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And then we forget it the minute we stop singing it. That gives me, when I am one with God, that gives me access to an amazing wisdom and power. When I realize that all the wisdom of the universe is available to me through the mind of God within me, I can open up to something so much greater than I've been able to tell myself I am to this point. I have a voice, I have agency, I have thoughts, I have ideas, and they are enhanced. When I get an idea that is good and I share it, some people may look at me like I have lost my last marble, has rolled away down the street, but other people will look at me and go, oh, I was just thinking of something very much like that. When we speak our truth, we will draw to us our tribe. And I may not have all the skills I need to fulfill my dream, but trust me, that old 6 degrees of separation thing, they've proved now that it's closer to 3. And there's somebody in my circle that knows somebody. And I can find what it is I need when I'm willing to believe in myself enough to share my dream that I'm willing to believe in. There is no limit to the infinite. There is God, infinite. Infinite means without limit. Infinite. There is no edge to this. God is a circle whose center is everywhere and circumference is nowhere. There is no circumference to the circle that God is. And everywhere is the center of it. I'm the center of it, you're the center of it, the dog is the center of it, we're all the center of it. It is infinite. There is no limit to the infinite. The fullness of life is where we are and who we are. The fullness of life is where we are and who we are. Here now here. From Dr. Holmes, this, hopefully I can get through this. We should come then to this great reservoir of nature, to this infinite side of ourselves, in full and simple trust, in confidence and faith. Faith in the invisible. A conviction that we are spiritual entities in a spiritual system. This is to discover that the secret of life within each is divine creativeness. The secret of life within each, every single person hearing my word, the secret of my life is a divine creativeness. That's what I am. I am created out of the divine energy, and I create divine energy. That's the circle of life. That's how it continues. When I am not being who I came here to be, I am standing on the flow of good. I am stopping the flow of unfolding. I need to get my bloated nothingness, thank you, Ralph Waldo Emerson, out of the way and allow the flow to move through me. Because as long as I am stopping the flow of good, somebody else isn't getting what I'm here to give them. Somebody else isn't seeing what I'm here to show them. I'm stopping the good when I stop myself from being who I came here to be. Life is cause for wonder, gratitude, and celebration. You might go, well, it hasn't felt like that lately. And I can go, well, it's there if we look for it. The election caused an uptick in attendance at the center. We all realize how much we really need each other, how much we really love each other, how much we really care about each other. There's something good. Let's just hold on to that. You find one good thing, hold on to it and say, hey, this is helping. To be caught up in wonder, to be curious. I wonder why they said that. I wonder what that means. I wonder how that works. I wonder how we could do that. Those being curious about things is stretching my mind, asking me to grow, asking me to expand. When I'm caught up in wonder, I am open to new ideas. I am aware that, wow, I never thought of it the way you just explained it, and I don't necessarily agree with you, but I totally and completely see what you're saying, and that makes sense to me now. broadening my mind. That's broadening my ability to create and think and do things that are totally and completely unrelated to the problem I'm working on, but expanding my curiosity and being open opens me to things that will improve everything in my life, including my job. Can I be celebrating this? Wow. I'm so glad we had this conversation, because now I feel like we know each other better. And have you ever done anything where it was actually something you've really worked on, and you really wanted to get it done, and you really wanted to do a good job, and you did it, and then you just went on to the next thing? Instead of celebrating that you actually did it, patting yourself, giving yourself an attaboy or an attagirl, yo, hey, high five myself. Anything. Celebrate the good stuff. Celebrate the love. Celebrate the happiness. Celebrate the joy. Be filled with gratitude. Be filled with gratitude for the grace of life unfolding. Here we are at Thanksgiving time. Be filled with gratitude. Even my cousin's son-in-law passed yesterday from he'd been sick for some time and had things going wrong with his lungs, and we prayed for healing for a while, and then it just became, I can't do this anymore, and I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to be intubated. I don't want to be kept alive by artificial means. I'm ready to go. How beautiful that he could choose that and not have life forced on him, a life that he didn't want forced on him. It's not good that he's gone. We're sad. We're going to miss him. And he had the ability to say, I'm complete. He had the freedom and the agency to say, I'm done. That's grace. That's grace. I would not want to be hooked up to a machine with a tube down my throat so I couldn't even talk. Monitors on everything. That's not life. Because they know there's no cure for what he's got. So can I be grateful even in the sorrow that he's no longer in pain, that he's no longer in discomfort, that he's free right now and breathing well. Pamela Grout, who has written some good books on gratitude and prosperity, and she has a new one that I've ordered. It's not new because it's already out of print, but anyway, it's not out of print. It's just not currently at Barnes & Noble, and I will not do business with online guy. But she's written a book called Thank and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill did Think and Grow Rich. She did Thank and Grow Rich. The problem has never been reluctance on the part of the universe. The problem is our inability to see the beautiful, loving truth it continually offers. There is hidden gratitude in a lot of things. And finally, we have wonder, we have gratitude, and we celebrate the power of who we are and what we are. We celebrate the fact that I am spirit living its life as me. I am God living its life as me. I am life living itself through me. I am a pure, perfect creation, imperfectly manifest here in the universe. I am perfectly imperfect, as my friend got me a sweatshirt that says, and I love it. There is being willing to celebrate all the little victories, being willing to be in what is going on and feel gratitude with the grace unfolding. It's about time to close this all, and I want to share a couple more thoughts. In the world today, as we're living it, many people are quite happy right now. Many people are quite frightened right now. The fact is, we don't need to be either. We just need to be open. We need to be aware that I am in control of my emotions, my words, my thoughts, my stories. I can't change out there, but I can change in here. And so what I want us to remember is, and this comes not only out of our teaching, but out of Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism. Everything that appears to be an obstacle is a doorway to the beloved. Everything that appears to be an obstacle is a way to God. If we stop fighting it and resisting it and try to learn from it, become curious, become caught up in wonder, become grateful, and be willing to celebrate. When I can look at this obstacle as an opportunity instead of a cell door. Every challenge is an invitation to become more of who I came here to be. Every challenge is an invitation to become more of who I came here to be. And it's hard to remember that when I'm in the middle of the challenge. You know, it's what's the old story they used to say? It's hard to remember you came here to drain the swamp when you're up to here in water. You know. But what we want to remember is this is an opportunity for me to learn something, to grow something, to become something more than I was. And I am one, nothing is bad in and of itself. It's only how we use it. Facebook can be, social media can be a real downer if you go down the rabbit hole and do the algorithms and go places. But when you use it correctly, nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. When you use it correctly, you find things that uplift you and teach you and grow you. And this morning, I was just doing one last breeze through of Facebook, and I found this quote by Ilya Prigogine, who is a Nobel laureate. Listen to these words. They sound sciencey, but boy, oh boy, is there a really good lesson here. When a complex system is far from equilibrium, small islands of coherence in a sea of chaos have the capacity to shift the entire system to a higher order. Order. When a complex system is far from equilibrium, small islands of coherence in a sea of chaos have the capacity to shift the entire system to a higher order. Or as Margaret Mead would say, never doubt that a small group of dedicated humans can change the world. Indeed, that's the only thing that ever has. So here, my small group of dedicated humans is your challenge for the week. View every obstacle as an opportunity to be the most beautiful you came here to be. Because be the you that I see. Be the you that your dog sees. Be the you that I know you are. I know you are. Happy Thanksgiving. And if the song leaders would come up.
Anybody out there grateful for anything? Just say it out loud right now.
Hills.
Gravy.
Family.
Because
Okay, and if
we
the
are.
ushers would come forward as well. This is our opportunity to give and to let know that the universe is blessing us and that we are grateful for the gifts we receive here. We have many, many ways you can give. You can donate online. You can donate in person. We have PayPal. We have Breeze. We have text to give. The best way, the most efficient way for everything, so your entire gift comes, is either to give us a check or to put us on a monthly bill pay so that it's whether when you're not here, when you're traveling or whatever, it goes, and no percentage of it goes away, because when we put it on credit card or any of these other lovely tools, they take a little bit of it. So anyway, please, if whether or not you are giving today, please take your gift or just your hand and put it over your heart. And let us say together, I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
Knowing it is the circulation of divine good.
Knowing it's a circulation of divine good.
And then it comes back to me.
And then it comes back to me.
Pressed down.
Pressed down.
Overflowing.
Overflowing and multiplied.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance and knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. Woo!
And let's get a round of applause for another set from our house band.
Here's a little ditty I call Pass the Gravy. One, two, three.
All right, I defy anybody to dance to that one. Okay. We are at the. We are. Okay. Yeah, it's on, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We are at the last day of November. A couple weeks ago, the board had a retreat, and we answered a set of questions. And at the back, right by the bookstore, is the big sheet for what we came up with as the answer to the question, who are we? And we would love it if there's a felt tip marker there. If you would, anywhere on that page, or scroll it over and go to the next page, answer the question for yourself at the end of the service here. Who are we? You can look at what we said, and then you can make your own response. So thank you for that. Announcement time. Lots of different things going on, things that are, okay, the men's coffee is Tuesday. There is no soup for the soul this week because we're doing turkey for the soul. But I do want to invite everybody, please, this Wednesday evening at 6:30 here in the sanctuary, we will be doing Thanksgiving Eve gratitude service where we share what it is we are grateful for, and we do a visioning where I have a little sheet for you, and you fill it out with what you're going to be grateful for next Thanksgiving. So it's a way of getting you to focus on what I would like, what's the project I'm working on this year that I would like to have done by this time next year. So what am I grateful for next year? And if you can't come do it with us, I invite you to do it yourself at home. And if you'd like, bring a dessert and we'll share. It's just about an hour long. And for those of you who do not go out at night, let me know, and I'll see if we can get some drivers for you, okay? Thanksgiving at the center, bring a side dish or dessert, or beverages, and your own. Let's see. We're deciding whether or not to do the place setting. Don't worry about it. And we will provide the turkey and the fixings. Okay, yeah, and it's at 1 o'clock. Then the yard cleanup. Next Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. It's also the last day of the month. But from 10 to noon, we would like to do a yard cleanup. It's just very informal. You bring your own tools and just find a spot you want to work on and go do that thing. And it reminds me, this is absolutely the latest that Thanksgiving can ever be. The 28th is absolutely, it runs anywhere from the 22nd to the 28th. Those are the days it can be being the fourth Thursday. And so it's also this year that we're falling on the same exact days we did in '63, which has been, for those of us who are older, a little difficult. The men's breakfast is the first Sunday of the month, which is this next week is the first Sunday. Saturday is the last day of the month. Sunday's the first day of the month. And so the Gateway Grill at 9 a.m. is where the men's breakfast is. That next Sunday is first Sunday, so it's potluck Sunday. So be sure you bring your favorite dish. No, everybody's welcome. It's also a fun day to bring a friend that hasn't been before. Be part of the recycling to raise funds for the center. Astrid did a picture yesterday with all the bags we have, and they're taking them out. And we get, I think for the next couple of weeks, we get 25% add-in. So a bag is worth $10, so every bag we do now is worth $12.50. So that helps. And if you need new bags, go into the office and get a bag and a sticker. The piggy bank project, if you've seen a piggy bank around, grab one and fill them up. We raised enough money. We're going to be doing a survey on what languages you would like to have on the peace pole. The sign says in English, "May peace prevail on earth." Then it will be translated into, I think we have room for 8 things on there. I think there's up and down. We go round and round. So there's 4 sides, and I'm pretty sure we're tall enough to fit 2 on each side. So if you've got a language that's dear to your heart, or it's your native, you can vote, and we'll see about getting that on there. We've got Share the Warmth project. We are doing socks, coats, hats, gloves, new or gently used. We're accepting donations now. Bring them in. We have a little office off the social hall that we accept those in. And we've already got a barrel full and 2 big bags. So you guys are doing great, but we can always use more because the unhoused people in our area are really, really in need. I'm doing a workshop on Saturday, December 7th, which sounds like, oh, that's off in December. No, it's a week from Saturday. So it's not even 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks from yesterday. It's a week from Saturday. I am doing, Reverend Liz did a book study group a couple months ago called One Word That Will Change Your Life. And it's about picking a word. Well, it's not about picking a word. It's about letting a word pick you. And so we're going to spend about an hour in a workshop. It's $15 a person to focus on the new year, to learn the procedure for doing this, and you'll get a handout, a little worksheet, and then you may come up with your word that day. But my odds are that it'll take a week or two down the road, and that's why I didn't want to do it the last Saturday in December. Like, where am I? And so this is going to be a fun day. It's 11 on a Saturday, just for an hour, so come, play, learn your new word. Cookbooks are available. Bookstore is open. We could use help in the production room. More than sound now, it's production. It's the whole Megillah. We could use help in the kitchen and we could use help with ushers, which is the people who go and gather the offerings, and greeters. So there's a whole lot of places that could use service. And I have a dream, I have a vision. My vision for the coming year is that we have 2 or 3 people who just go, oh my God, I have to do this. And that's a youth program. We have several people who have been coming recently with children who need to have us bring our youth program back. And we've had a thriving, beautiful youth. We've got all the equipment. We've got art supply. I mean, we are set up completely for a fabulous youth program. We just need adults to manage it. So if we could get people who would be willing to look in your heart and see, can I be a youth instructor once a month? Can I be, and we just rotate through. However that works, but I really, really, really would like us to move forward with that in 2025, the year of the kids. And thank you, Ellen and her friend Meredith, for the beautiful artwork in the sanctuary. And Danu, would you please come speak to us about practitioners and all the good they do?
I sure will. So if you think of the world as a giant brain, and God, spirit, source, whatever name you give it, is the consciousness that directs that brain, each living being is like a cell in that brain. And as practitioners, we are important cells. We are here to support any other cell, any other being that may not be operating at their highest function, may need something more, may need support. So if you think of what we do as practitioners as coming around, if something goes wrong with a cell in this giant brain, the cells around it come to support, the cells around it communicate the needs and affirm for that cell what this system is possible to give, what the system is possible to repair, to heal within that cell. So as practitioners, if you feel like you're a cell, a being that isn't operating at full capacity, isn't able to be who you really came here to be, we are here to know that. We are here to communicate to source, communicate from source exactly what is true of you, what is possible for you, what can be created in your experience. So we have a few practitioners here today. If you would stand. And Danu Green. So we are here to offer prayer, to offer support for anything you need. Come and make use of us. Thank you.
And now, if you'll rise, we'll sing our peace song.
Let
Please repeat after me. God is.
God is.
I am.
I am.
It's good.
It's good.
So it is.
And so it is. Woohoo!